But hey, some of the best Terran players are just defensive. Like Flash, his versus Protoss is very defensive. He usually waits till the last possible moment to do a push. And when Flash was interviewed, and he said that he was coming up with a new strategy to use against Protoss, a lot of people thought it would be something kind of, I don't know what the word is, flamboyant. There you go. That's a stupid adjective. But yes, a very flamboyant strategy, a very interesting, weird strategy. Everyone just pretty much thought nukes. It must be nukes. If he's come up with something new, it's got to be nukes. It's got to be maybe ghosts, maybe lockdown. But I think it was a much more subtle change than that. You could tell that Flash's game changed, but it didn't really incorporate nukes aside from just a couple of games. I think it was much more just conservative play, holding out as long as possible, building more buildings in the middle of the map just to act as a block. I mean, that's what Terran has kind of been missing from the metagame, a way to utilize the way to get a food count. I mean, every other player can do that. Protoss, they use their pylons for blocking against vultures, stuff like that. Of course, the Overlord has many, many uses, but supply depots, it's been tough for Terran to find a good use for those. But it looks like Pure is going to try a recall on top of this completely abandoned new base. But of course, there are a lot of mines in for Special now, and especially he's laid a few mines inside of his main, but Pure going to take his chances. This is always the best to recall right on top of the SCVs. A lot of Dragoons here, so this is going to be very tough to get rid of for Special, especially if there's mine dragging in here. I think some Zealots are dragging mines onto all of the tanks at this point. So, yeah, wow, Pure is going to get a lot of damage done here, I think. Recalls not as effective these days as they have been in the past because Terran kind of been catching on, laying more mines inside of all of the important bases. But still, they are very decimating. Losing a lot of observers in this game. Looks like Pure lost 2 more observers, so he's I think he's lost about 5 or 6 in this game already. Now he's trying to pick at the supply depots a little bit, trying to get some damage done, but at the same time he's making Special pull all of his troops inside of the main, and I think that's exactly what he wants. He wants there to be fewer troops at this inside 9 o'clock base, or maybe down here. Yeah, he's going for the 8 o'clock base instead, going in with Zealots first. Very smart. Drag those mines into the tanks. Nice mine dragging from Pure. Oh, he drags mine into a few SCVs, and now it looks like Special is forced to lift off that base. That is the price of not being aggressive. Your opponent gets to be aggressive instead. But here comes Pure. He has plenty of Dragoons in, so I think he's going to be able to snipe that base. There is Special with a nice little counter-attack, nice little economic harassment over at the 3 o'clock base, well, the 2:30 position over there with those tanks. So that's going to be tough for, nice quick reaction from Pure, coming in there faster than I thought he would, and sniping the tank. So it looks like Special's going to have to come in with even more troops. He's going to try to tackle this 12 o'clock base, but there is a single Dragoon there just blocking that. Smart play from Pure. I don't think any vultures are going to be able to get into that choke. So some nice positioning of that Dragoon. It looks like he's anticipated what Special was going to do after he took down that base. Oh, the mine takes out the Dragoon. So it looks like Pure might have to cancel something here. At least a cannon. I think he's going to have to cancel that before the vultures just rip into everything. Vultures at the 12 o'clock position they might be able to take out that Nexus, but I kind of doubt it. I think Pure, he's running up the map right now with some troops. See a nice conga line of green troops moving up the map. Pure didn't even cancel his cannon, so it looks like he might be able to keep that too. It's going to be close. Oh, looks like Specially lost concentration of his vultures. He would have been able to take out that cannon, but I don't think he did it this time. Still looking very, very focused. Look at his head going back and forth. Oh, the focus. So Special definitely playing his heart out here. He knows this is a huge opportunity. But, okay, it looks like he's trying to macro up, float over more bases. Pure being very annoying. You usually don't see the Protoss be the aggressor as far as drops go on this map, but it looks like Pure is showing his dominance so far. Going to get that 12 o'clock base up and running, and then he'll be able to mine there, and it will be awesome. But here's it looks like there was another recall down here, at least maybe Pure snuck in with some troops. Or maybe that was the same troop that he recalled earlier. I think it might be, just running in with those troops. Okay, let's see what Pure can do. He has 2 forges spinning, so he's going to get a lot of upgrades. Once he goes for more recalls, it's going to be a lot harder to break. But Special, he looks like he's ferrying some troops inside the 12 o'clock main. And Pure scouts it with his observer. So he comes in, he's going to be able to rid the world of the pesky tanks. But Special has taken the 10 o'clock position. Oh, I think the EMP, the EMP landed. So no recall there for Pure, unfortunately. That would have been a devastating recall, I think, too. Even with the tanks in, if he was able to recall a big clump of troops, probably would have been able to take out that 9 o'clock base, 9:30 position. But Special is floating down another command center, if not the same one from earlier. I'm actually not sure if Pure destroyed that command center earlier or not. Probably did, but floating down another command center nonetheless. Okay, so yeah, Pure is really taking control of this game. There's not much that Special has done so far besides some limited economic harassment. He certainly hasn't gone for a big push of any kind. No contains, nothing like that. Still one Dragoon in that's going to deny a turret. Down at the 8 o'clock position, so Special is going to get very, very annoyed by that. Come in with some vultures, maybe try to surround that Dragoon with mines. Oh, this could be a recall. Oh, hidden Arbiter recall. Very sneaky recall coming in from Pure. Once again at the 8 o'clock position, so Special go out to lift off. And his economy can't be doing too good at this point. I think he floated up another base to the 10 o'clock position. Didn't see that there earlier. Actually, I think he might have floated over from the other side of the minerals. But yes, his economy definitely going to be interrupted by this. And Pure's economy is very, very booming at this point. I think he's mostly focused on just units. Oh, man, never mind. Lost a lot of units there, so he's definitely going to have to focus on units to get back. He's at a few more food count over Special at this point. He has about 3 or 4 more troops. There's a couple of shuttles coming in. Bunch of troops here. Plenty of zealots to get up close and personal with those tanks. Take them out, and I hope that Special doesn't have to lift off this command center, although he might. He's coming back with a lot of troops at D-matrix of 1 single vulture. It looks like that's actually going to work. So luckily, Special did not have to lift off that command center, but he's letting Pure just macro up so much, and Pure is very deadly with Storm, so we might see a nice Storm recall here. Recall in some High Templar, get Storm over everything, and that would just be horrible, horrible, horrible for Special. Especially he's going to lose his refinery. It looks like he's not completely paying attention to that. He might pay attention to it now. I saw him microing a little bit down there, but yes, kind of reminiscent of when Hwasin lost his command center, let it burn down right in front of his eyes. I forget which game that was, but it was hilarious. Just search YouTube for Hwasin Command Center. But okay, let's see what Special is up to. Still not repairing that refinery at all, so he's definitely going to lose that. It's going to hurt his gas intake, and now he's moving out. Now he wants to get something done. He's saying, man, I've been on the back foot this entire game, and Pure is just, he has control of this game. The High Templar drop, just storming over all of the SCVs. And Special can do nothing but EMP those High Templar. I'm sure the High Templar, they'll feel naked without the shields. But, oh man, another recall over at the 9:30 position. Plenty of Dragoons in, so I think he'll be able to snipe the CC up there. It's going to be pretty close. Oh, not even floating over the CC, so I think that Special is going to commit to a counterattack. He's going to move up to the 2 o'clock position. Not many troops up there, so we might see actually an defensive recall rather, which is very rare to see, but it's always fun when a Protoss player recalls right on top of an attacking troop. Or let's see if Pure sacks this base or not. Looks like he's just going to give up this 2 o'clock base and try to guard that 12 o'clock base. He needs to guard one of them. He's going for a counterattack at the same time, though.